Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, he's going to be drinking. Look, it's going to be smoking. Look, it's going to be swearing. Look, you've been warned. So look, here I come. In 3, 2, 1. Bang! Welcome, everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Welcome, all of you. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News. You are now about to witness the greatest show on earth. The greatest show. Yes. In the multiverse. The greatest show in the multiverse. But you're about to witness the greatest show in the multiverse. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're about to witness it. Oh, yeah. We have a great show for you today. Oh, yeah. I'm refreshed. Yeah. I got some sleep. That's why we're doing it on Sunday. So I did it last night. Well, yeah. Wouldn't have worked out so well. So we have a great show for you today. And so you guys know how the Saturday show goes. It's not all the hardcore stuff we always do during the week. Onboardings, investment vehicles, regulations, right? It gets a little bit more loose. Well, actually, we do have a lot of regulations and stuff right now today, too, but it gets a little bit more loose. So let's just check it out. And we're going to do a little something different at the end of tonight's show. I don't know if we're going to do it every week, but we're actually going to do a week in review. So I'm actually going to not read the stories. Like, I'm not going to read the full stories. Don't worry. But we're going to go over what happened this week. Because this week was such a good week with the Deutsche Börse doing what it did. And just some other investment vehicles. So I want to just refresh your memory about what happened this week. Well, I guess it was last week. Because I guess technically it's Sunday today. Okay? So, but for today's show, we're going to start with, bang! Ernst & Young. They're going to start a new protocol on Ethereum to reduce those gas fees. Oh, yeah. We read about Ernst & Young and Ethereum back in 2019, and the party still goes on, and I'm going to explain to you why that's important. And then the SEC, okay, and so Hester Pierce, she's a commissioner at the SEC. She says that the SEC is applying a double standard to Bitcoin when it comes to an ETF, and I'm going to read about that. Basically, she's saying the exact same thing I've told you guys, but now you're going to hear it from someone who actually works at the SEC instead of just a Forex trader out of South Beach. A master out of South Beach, though. Look, and then the Australians. Well, they say that an Bitcoin ETF may satisfy the standards. Maybe we're going to see some ETF action coming out of Australia. We'll see. Let's read. And then, bang! This is I love this one here, right here. The Philippine Stock Exchange eyes crypto. They say, we cannot ignore it anymore. You daggone right. Look. All right, guys, so let's start. Let's have a little fun with how we begin with a bang. Let's head on over here and let's check out the numbers. Boom, let's do a little refresh. Boom, what we got? Still here in the Bitcoin. Low to mid 30s on the Bitcoin. Surprise. All right, price of Bitcoin, $35,530. And when I left you yesterday, we're at $34,206. So we have gone up $1,324. $1,324. All right. Look, anyway, man, Bitcoin, man, it's just hovering around here. Low 30s, low to mid 30s. When we start hitting 40, 45 and staying there, that'll be impressive. But right now, just low to mid 30s, man. Just set your mind on that. But which is good, because this gives you time to accumulate. You don't want this motherfucker blasting off to 60, 80, and then all your altcoins get sucked up with it, and so the price is too high now, and you get priced out. All right, it's called getting priced out. So while it's frustrating watching the prices not really sort of go anywhere lately in the past 3 months, like I always say to you, things are not happening to you; they're happening for you. This allows you the time to accumulate. So when we get the next blast, the next price pulse, you're riding pretty. Your altcoins are riding along with it, right? All right, guys, so what are we doing here? Top 10. Look. Usual suspects, daggone. Top 10, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Binance Coin, Cardano, Dogecoin, XRP, USD, Coin, and Polkadot and Uniswap. All right, let's look at the market moves of the day. Look, single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Look at you, Uniswap, though. Look. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Hell yeah. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. 2, single digits up. Oh, look who's this. Compound. All right, 20% up. 2, single digits down. Look at the graph. All right. Let's see who lost money today. You see anything on here you like, go get it because, bang, it's on sale. Oh, market's not giving out many sales today. Look, top 10 losers. Cello, AMP, Quant, Decred, FTX token, HUSD, Tether, USD coin, TrueUSD, Pakistan Standard. All right, stable coins, all right. All right, let us look at who made money today. Bang, top 10 gainers. All right, top 10 gainers. Compound, The Graph, Synthetics, Uniswap, Decentraland, Maker, UMA, Avalanche, Ethereum, and Curve DAO token. Now, you know, it's Saturday, so we look at who lost the most money all week. So in the past 7 days. Who lost the most in the past 7 days. Whoops, what's going on here? There we go. Bang! So we're looking at this line right here. Okay, this line right here. Let me just do that again. All right, lost in the most 7 days. Oh, wow, these losses are slim. Slim. Really? All right, top 10 losers. Theta Fuel, Cello, AMP, Revane, Theta, Quant, HUSD, Binance USD, USD Coin, and Tether. All right, really just a bunch of stablecoin crap mostly. Well, not all of it, but. All right, Theta. Oh, this Theta thing. What is it? Some girl, she's like an actress or something, or a singer. Is her name Katy Perry? She's a singer. And she's launching NFTs on Theta, and she actually invested money in Theta, like the company itself. Just thought you'd like to know that. I think her name's Katy Perry. Let me see. Hold on. Because I actually have it. Yeah, Katy Perry. Yeah. Anyway, just so you know. All right, let's see who made the most money this week. Bang! Fucking gains like a motherfucker. Oh, hey. All right, nice. Top 10 gainers, Compound, Shinfin Network, Elrond, Aave, Ethereum Classic, Maker, Celsius, Synthetics, The Graph, and Internet Computer. All right, cool. All right, let's look at the total market cap. See what's going down around here with the total market cap. All right, we're just still chilling around here. All right, whoops. Okay. All right, total market cap is $1.479 trillion. When I left you yesterday, we we're at $1.410 trillion. So we've gone up $0.069 trillion. Let's see what the 24-hour volume is. What? All right. Hold on. All right. I just had to make sure. All right. What is this? 24-hour volume is $62.7 billion. When I left you yesterday, we're at $60.1 billion. We've gone up $2.6 billion. All right, let's get to the stories. Bang! Ernst & Young takes crack at Ethereum's gas fee problem with a new protocol. So, let me refresh your memory for those of you brothers that were here way back in the days. Remember, so Ernst & Young is one of the top 4 accounting firms in the world. Ernst & Young said that they are going to introduce Ethereum to all of their clients worldwide. We read that in back in, I think it was like 2019 even. And so, so for all you little crypto nerds out there, but Ethereum sucks, Ethereum this, Ethereum that. Well, look here, fuckstick. One of the top 4 accounting firms in the world is backing Ethereum, and so you're not going to stop it. And the other thing is this. You crypto nerds, talk about, this many transactions and this and this and this. They don't care about that. the CEO of Ernst & Young, when I read the story the original time back in 2019, what he said is this: the beauty of Ethereum is one simple thing, 3 little words: no vendor lock-in. No vendor lock-in. In other words, Ethereum is not owned by anyone. It's not a company. It's nothing. It's just out there. It's like air or water. You breathe it when you want. Exhale it when you feel like it. And that's why corporations love Ethereum, because they can just build what they want. As long as they can pay the gas, well, they can build what they want. Yeah, and they have money. They're not afraid of, gas fees. Yeah, that's poor little crypto nerds writing smart contracts in their basements. Big corporations don't give a fuck about a couple pennies here, a couple pennies there, buck here, buck there. Right? And but the important thing about Ethereum is that there is no vendor lock-in. Right? No vendor lock-in. I don't have to sign a contract. I see when Chili's signs a contract with some soccer team for fan tokens, yeah, well, that's a contract. You're locked in now to that contract. When someone uses Chainlink for price feeds, yeah, well, they have to sign a contract. They're locked into the Chainlink contract. Well, that's how Microsoft became the multi-gazillion dollar behemoth it was. Bill Gates started doing vendor contracts with governments and everything once everyone used Microsoft, right? Once everyone used Windows, he was like, all right, well, now you got to pay me to use it. You're locked into the vendor. You can't change now. Your whole company runs on this Microsoft thing now. So you had to pay, right? That's what made Microsoft what it was. And so that's the key about Ethereum. So anytime some nerd is talking about nerd talk with Ethereum, use your brain and show him the market perspective, what a CEO looks at. The CEO looks at no vendor lock-in. The CEO looks, but it only has this many transactions a second. Yeah, well, if I'm an insurance company, I don't need 1,000 transactions a second, do I? Now, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, what the fuck? The thing does what it's supposed to do. My smart contract runs on the thing, and I'm not locked into this fucking vendor. I could bounce anytime I want. All right, so that's the secret key, and that's why, we read about it here before, but for new people, that's the secret key about Ethereum's power. Why corporate America and the corporations around the world love it, is because it's just there for them to use. There's no vendor lock-in, right? It's just there. Go for it. All right, so now, though, but there is a problem. I mean, for regular folk, they complain about the gas fees, stuff like that, broke fucks. And so, that's mean of me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but, well, I'm not kidding. Just grow up. So they're going to help out with the gas fee problem here. And like I said, Ernst & Young, they said that they're going to push all their clients. They're going to promote Ethereum to all their clients. We read that back in 2019 here on this channel. In fact, if you do a search of my videos, just type in EY, because I think that's how I wrote it. And then that video should come up and you'll be able to watch it. EY, Ernst & Young. Okay, that's Ernst & Young. Top 4 in the world. Like when your country is in recession, yeah, Ernst & Young is the one who does the auditing of the books. Right? That's how big it is. Okay? Ernst & Young, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Deloitte, and I'm always forgetting. KPMG. Those are the top 4 of the world. Like when your country goes into recession, those are the guys that get called in to look at your country's books. What the fuck's going on here? Why are you guys in recession? That's how big they are. Okay. This isn't some tiny little company. This is mega. Like when the housing crash happened, yeah, Ernst & Young are the people that looked at what the banksters had, right? You know what I mean? They're the ones who did the auditing of the books, okay? I want you to understand the hugeness of Ernst & Young. All right, let's proceed now. So Nightfall 3 is the new iteration of the original Nightfall protocol, released in 2019. One second. Oh, hold on. Let me move over. All right, now I'm in the middle of the screen. All right, there we go. Look, all right. Where were we here? The protocol combines zero-knowledge proofs with optimistic roll-up. So we're not going to get too much into the nerd talk. Ethereum's scalability bottleneck can lead to extremely high transaction fees in times of high demand. So, accounting services firm, bang! Ernst & Young, baby, the biggest of the big, released a set of tools called Nightfall 3 on Thursday. Oh, they released it. Actually, I didn't read this yet. I just saw this like 2 seconds before I sat down here. And I was like, what? Ernst & Young? So obviously I had to talk about it. Anyways, nice. So it already released the tools. Nightfall 3 on Thursday in an attempt to reduce the fees on the Ethereum blockchain lower without sacrificing privacy. The Nightfall 3 protocol, like in 2019's predecessor, Nightfall, is for privately managed transactions on Ethereum. Ernst & Young's latest iteration is a ZK optimistic rollup protocol, since it combines zero-knowledge proofs with a transaction verification mechanism known as an optimistic rollup. All right, let's just read it. Zero-knowledge proofs use cryptographic algorithms to verify that a piece of information set across the blockchain contains the right kind of information without revealing it. Nightfall 3 aggregates ZKP transactions into groups called rollups, which are optimistic because they are all assumed to be true unless proven otherwise. This means the validators no longer have to verify the transactions, lowering the costs. Rollups address Ethereum's scalability bottleneck, currently only capable of processing about 15 transactions a second, by processing Ethereum transactions off the main blockchain. The process moved the transaction verification process onto a side chain known as Layer 2, which periodically interacts with the main blockchain, or Layer 1, to slot in the transactions in the process. So basically, a bunch of transactions go on Layer 2. They verify them on Layer 2. They combine them into a chunk called a rollup, and then they pass that rollup down to Layer 1, and Layer 1 finishes this shit. So, come on, we're not going to read all this nerd talk here. Okay, but so that's how it basically works. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so, you know, on Saturdays, we don't read every word of every story as well. That's another feature of the Saturday show. I just getting the point across to you. So there it is. Ethereum, Ernst & Young has this new Layer 2 thing. They're going to basically, what we call, like I used to have a company, and I used to have a point of sale device. And so what I would do is I would make, my customers would come and pay me, but actually I didn't send my processing company, I would send them at the end of every day in what's called a batch, right? So I'd send a batch file. So all day, people come buy stuff from me, swipe their card, but the transaction wouldn't actually get sent right then when they were standing in front of me. It would actually be held in my point of sale device, and then the transaction would be what's called pending. It's a pending transaction. And then at the end of the day, what I would do, I would send a batch file. So say 100 people came to buy something from me, I'd have 100 that I would send at the end of the day in a batch, and then they process them, right? And so that's what this sounds like, is that they're gathering transactions in a batch on the Layer 2. Well, they're calling them a roll-up, but it's just a batch, and they're going to send that later to level 1 or to the level 1 part, and that's entered into the blockchain. So, bang, Ernst & Young. And like I told you, so Ethereum hodlers, bang, Ernst & Young is still around with Ethereum. They haven't left. And for all you Ethereum hodlers, whenever you listen to some fucking tech nerd tell you about how Ethereum sucks, just say him to 3 words. No vendor lock-in, fuckstick. No vendor lock-in. And that's what CEOs care about. They don't care about your tech nerd talk. They care about no vendor lock-in. All right, Ethereum hodlers, bang, let's move on. Bang, the SEC is applying a double standard towards crypto, says SEC's crypto mom. So, you all know this lady, Hester Pierce. She is a commissioner at the SEC here in America. That's the Securities and Exchange Commission. They handle, well, our securities in America, stocks, basically stocks, and more, but basically stocks and and so she's a member. She's a commissioner. And so we've been here in America, ETFs have been being applied for, since the beginning of crypto. Well, all right, let's just get real. Not of crypto. Sorry, that's bullshit. But for years, and not one has been approved. Not one ETF has been approved. And this lady, she has been advocating that it should be approved. The SEC has 4 members on the board, right? The chairman and then 3 commissioners. She's the only one that's ever voted yes for an ETF. She always votes yes. Everyone votes no. But thankfully, we got big brains. So come on, big brains. Let's see. Gensler, Gary Gensler. His name's not Big Brains. Should be. But his name's Gary Gensler. He's our new SEC chairman. And hopefully he's favorable. And anyway, so, yeah, she's saying that the SEC is applying a double standard. And it's true. What have I been telling you guys, right? What have I been saying? All right. So anyway, I'm going to let you hear it from her since she's an SEC member. All right. I'll let you hear her basically tell you what I've been telling you. Yeah. All right. Let me get a sip and we shall move on. So 5 years ago, the SEC the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's excuse while denying a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund was that the industry was rife with manipulation. What have we been talking about? That's what they've been saying. Well, it could be manipulated. It could be manipulated. And it wasn't mature enough. That was a valid argument back in 2018. I agree. That's a valid argument. Was a valid argument. Sorry. However, as it stands, this is no longer, bang, a valid excuse. What have I been telling you the past few months now since Big Brains got here? Big Brains got, all right, let's read on, and then I'm going to yap a little bit. However, as it stands, this is no longer a valid excuse. Manipulation is no longer a valid excuse. At least not the SEC, at least not to SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce or Shomari Clarke. I wish I was in the SEC. She believes that the SEC is applying a double standard on crypto, and this is unfair. Pierce is one of the most beloved figures in the crypto community globally. While the SEC has long seemed not to be the biggest crypto fan, she's been tireless in her advocacy for the industry. This has seen her call out the SEC and some of her fellow heads when they go against crypto, usually meritlessly. And in her most recent interview, she has done it again. She's done it again. So here's her. This is what she says. She says, that is probably the biggest, most often asked question that I get. When are they going to get an ETF? When will the SEC approve a Bitcoin exchange-traded product? Pierce, who has come to be referred to as Crypto Mom, told CNBC in an interview. So this is what she says. She says, I thought that if we had applied our standards as we've applied them to other products, we would already have approved one, or more of them. With each passing day, the rationale that we have used in the past for not approving seems to grow weaker. Exactly. What's the problem? Like I've told you. All right, let me read and then, yeah. So this is not the first time Crypto Mom has spoken out against the SEC for failing to approve a Bitcoin ETF. Last year, she took a dig at the commission, saying that it was asking crypto companies for more than it does of other financial companies. In 2018, she had strongly argued for the case of crypto ETF as well. Bitcoin is a new phenomenon, and its long-term viability is uncertain. It may succeed, it may fail. The commission, however, is not well positioned to assess the livelihood of either outcome for Bitcoin or any other asset, right? It's not up to the SEC to decide whether something's going to fail or not. It's just up to them to decide, well, is it a viable asset? Do people want it? All right, approve. So failure to approve the ETF will only lead to investors to put their money into substitutes. And this could hurt them, Crypto Mom believes. The complications of not approving an ETF become stronger because people are looking for other ways to do the same kinds of things that they would do with an exchange-traded product. They're looking at other types of products that aren't as easy to get in and out of. They're looking at companies, perhaps, that are somehow connected with Bitcoin or crypto. So, in other words, what she's saying is people are going to get their Bitcoin no matter what. And they might, by not giving them the ETF, which is nice and safe and regulated and beautiful. Thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. Would you just look at it? It's beauty. All right? They're gonna go other routes, which might not be as safe for the consumer. And so for the SEC to say, well, we're protecting the consumer, well, the best way to protect the consumer is to give the consumer regulated products to use. See what I'm saying? Regulated products to use. Because now you're not giving them a regulated product, and the consumer is going to go get what they want. But now you're forcing them to head off into the ghetto, the fucking dark underbelly of the markets, which is dangerous. They get rug pulled. They get, just their shit hacked, their shit just stolen, whatever, right? Whereas if you give them a nice, safe, exchange-traded fund right on their little E-Trade account, oh, yeah, nice and safe. Well, there you go. That's what you want to do. You want to protect the consumer, don't you? All right, we'll give them a fucking ETF and let them trade in their E-Trade account, in their Charles Schwab account. Give them a regulated, properly custodied, properly insured investment vehicle with which to invest their money in that asset. In this case, being Bitcoin for now, right? So, so it's a little contradictory. We won't want to protect the consumer. Well, we'll give them something worthy of buying. Because they're just going to go somewhere else. And they're going to, get shitted on, a lot of them. So, anyway, so she said that. And like I've been telling you guys here, since Big Brains got here and just for months, is that excuse of market manipulation, it's getting old now. That's old now. Back in 2018, when the market was so small and, just shit was it's still the Wild West, but it was just total anarchy. Yeah, that made sense. I could understand that. I could appreciate it. I didn't like it, but I can appreciate the reality of the situation, because there was no ETF for Bitcoin before. So no one knew what it would be like. Well, what if we offer an ETF? No one knew what would happen, right? But now we've got ETFs and ETPs around the world. The Germans. Oh, we're going to talk about the Germans in a minute. But the Germans and the Swiss have dozens of ETPs. Same thing as an ETF. Canada has 6 ETFs. We read about Bahrain, the new ETF they launched. Brazil, that ETF they launched. I told you Banco de Brasilia is coming. And the bottom line is they've had them out here for a while now, all last year. So if you need, but the Canadian ones just came out this year. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. But the German and the Swiss ones have been out for over a year. Well over a year, about a year and a half. Any manipulation? Zero. Nope. No manipulation. So that excuse, like I've been telling you, is getting old. Because now you have proof that there's no manipulation. I understand in 2018, there was no such thing as a Bitcoin ETF. So you just kind of imagined the horror stories that could happen, right? Right? They just conjured up horror stories in their minds and said, no, we can't do this. We can't do it. Okay, but that's over now. We have them now. And look, everything's working fine. So that's exactly what Hester Pierce says. Well, that's exactly what I've been telling you. And now she's telling you. So if you didn't believe me before, daggone it, listen to the SEC lady. Right? There's no excuse now. And that's why I'm confident. Well, not use the word confident. I'm cautiously optimistic that we're going to get an ETF this year. Because why not? Manipulation. Prove that there is. Because now there's proof that there isn't. So prove that there is. Right? You see what I'm saying? Now we have ETFs. Prove it. All right, guys, let's move on. I'm cautiously optimistic, though, this year. Big brains. Let's go, brother. Let's go. All right. Bang. And on the other hand, though, the Australian security, the Australian SEC, admits a Bitcoin ETF might satisfy the standards. Yes. They're saying, maybe it's not so bad after all. Look. Bang. See what I'm saying? Rational thought. you let the other countries go first just to see what happens, right? The Germans, the Swiss. All right, let's see what happens. Is this shit gonna get fucked up or what? It's true. That's how countries work, right? But then when you see that it's not fucking up, right? When you see that the consumers of the products, whether it be institutional or retail, are just satisfied with the product, and you say, well, why don't we do some of that? You know, why don't we do some of that? You know, what are we waiting for then, right? I understand. Like I said, in 2018, I understand. You want to wait to see another motherfucker do it to see if they get crushed. All right, well, it looks fine. So let's go. Let's open up. Let's get going. All right, so Australia, the Australian SEC is saying that, yeah, Bitcoin ETF might satisfy our standards for an ETF. All right, let's check it out. So, the Australian Securities and Investment Commission, ASIC, has recently joined a growing number of organizations showing an interest in Bitcoin exchange-traded funds. But the financial regulator noted that Bitcoin possesses qualities that satisfy its standards for an ETF. However, a 46-page consultation report from the Commission published on June 30th reveals some of the concerns the regulator entertains that border around the unique risk associated with crypto ETFs. As a regulatory body, one among the unsettled issues the Commission has with crypto ETFs, asset ETFs, is the possibility of project issuers making sure that ETFs are adapted within the ASIC checks and balances framework. Another concern outlined is the news. Hold on, sorry. Another concern outlined in the news has to do with issued products meeting the goal of an ETF. These include classifying crypto assets in line with general asset rules and reliability of crypto assets price transparency. In addition, because the market is still growing, while trying to lay hold on crypto assets, some retail investors are yet to understand what it takes to invest in, trade, and protect crypto assets when acquired. More than that, crypto assets are highly volatile, and as such, investors would prefer to gain access via a well-regulated financial market for security reasons against market manipulation. This is a major reason given by Jay Clayton, Jay fucking cock blocker Clayton here, who's the former SEC chairman before we got, big brains, big brains, the savior. We'll see if he's the savior or not, daggone. We'll see. All right. You couldn't ask for anything better. Our SEC chairman taught blockchain at MIT. Come on. That's only Hollywood shit. Only Hollywood shit. Are you crazy? Anyways, guys, but it really happened. Well, it's happening. We have it. It's real. Other concerns I love you, big brains. Look. Mwah. Other concerns the commission has boils down to online criminal activities like money laundering schemes and crypto scams. In the meantime, Australia has only admitted that a Bitcoin ETF is likely to meet regulatory standards, but is yet to launch any at the time being. Hopefully, though, in the spirit of Bitcoin ETF rally, and first launch in Canada hitting 1 billion in less than 2 months, other countries are very likely to follow suit if this application is eventually approved. So meanwhile, countries have continued to file applications for an ETF launch. So, bang! So, they're saying it might meet the requirements, but they have a few concerns, which you should. Well, I'm not saying that they're valid, but I'm saying you should obviously have concerns to protect your consumers. And so like this one here, they want to make sure that the issued product meets the goals of an ETF. So, but that has nothing to do with Bitcoin. That has to do with the issuer, right? That the issued product. So that has to do with the issuer issuing the ETF. What else do we got here? And blah, 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 education for the investors to understand what it takes to invest in, trade, and protect their assets. All right, well, you teach them, fucking put your shit on a ledger, or if you're going to allow an ETF, it should be on their E-Trade account or some such retail banking, trading thing like that. And should be fine. And then again, they get down to the market manipulation part. Well, that's where FATF compliance comes in. FATF compliance is the Financial Action Task Force that guards against market manipulation, money laundering, and terrorist financing. And so as long as your ETF is FATF compliant, well, you shouldn't have a worry about those concerns, right? And like they mentioned here at the bottom again, which I've been preaching to you guys for the past 6 months, is that, look, the ETF that launched in Canada, $1 billion in less than 2 months, and everything's working smooth. No manipulation, no nothing. And so look for Australia. And then the fact that Australia mentioned the Canada thing is good. That means, again, like I've been saying with these regulators around the world who've been denying an ETF for Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, they've been denying an ETF. Well, now you have an example. Well, and for whatever reason you've been denying the ETF, which is usually the same fucking reason, market manipulation. Well, now we have examples of ETFs in the wild. The Germans, the Swiss, Canada. We just went through it. I just went through it with you, right? No manipulation yet. Bahrain, Brazil, right? No manipulation yet. Well, at all. Not yet. At all. Sorry, not yet. That's not the word yet. Because that's making it sound like there will be down the road. No, there is no manipulation. And it is a clean, pure product. Okay, there's the way to say it. So Australia, obviously, they're doing the smart thing. They're looking at Canada. They're looking at other things and saying, all right, this might fit the standards. And why wouldn't it? Look, you have the examples. We have the examples now. No manipulation happening. So, all right, which is what I've been preaching to you guys, bang, all year long. Wow, and last year, but this year especially since Big Brains got here. All right, because Cockblocker, he was just a cockblocker. You see, Cockblocker, Jay Clayton, the last SEC guy, he was just a lawyer, right? He's some lawyer that fucking Donald Trump just scraped out of the, I don't know, probably one of his son's buddies. You know, hey, Dad, can you fucking make this guy the chair of the SEC? All right. Yeah, he was a lawyer. He didn't know he's not a market guy. He didn't know anything about markets or anything. Right now we have competent leadership who puts competent people in power. And that's why I'm optimistic that we will get an ETF out of Big Brains, Gary Gensler. Now, this is something, I'm going to say something. You might not like to hear this, but maybe Gensler says, I'm not going to give an ETF this year. Maybe next year, maybe the year after. Because I just really want to take a good look. Right? So I don't want to bring you down. I don't want to bring you down, but let's be realistic. Joe Biden, the new president here in America, he's got 4 years, right? His term is 4 years. Every president has 4 years. And so Gensler's term is, 4 years, as long as Biden's still around. And so maybe Gensler goes, well, I'm not going to do it this year. Let me let a year pass by, and then let's see what happens next year. So, all right, let's just to be realistic, just to keep that in mind. But I don't see why he would. I mean, we've had ETFs, like I said, ETPs, my bad, in Germany and Switzerland for over a year and a half. Not one fucking problem. And so, fingers crossed. All right, let's move on. Bang, Philippines. Look. Get those lumpias. Oh, yeah. You ever go to a Filipino restaurant, get lumpias. They're basically Filipino spring rolls. Holy fuck, they're good, man. They are fucking delicious. All right, guys. I make them here, actually. I make my own lumpias right here at home. You can cook like that? I'm a bad boy cook, dog. I can cook anything. Yeah, I make my own lumpias, my own wontons. Fucking right. I got all the fixins. All right, guys. But I love Asian food, so I don't fuck around. Yes. Fucking stir-fried lobster and oyster sauce, baby. That's how I roll. All right, guys, but I guess I'm hungry now. I'm thinking of food. Filipino Stock Exchange eyes cryptocurrency trading. They say, look, it's an asset class that we cannot ignore anymore. We can no longer ignore the magnificence. We can no longer ignore the majesty of it, the glory of it. It lives. I don't know what to say. Bang. So this is great news. The Filipino Stock Exchange. Say can't ignore it anymore. Can't ignore it anymore. You got to get around to it. You got to get real now. Now, whether that means favorable or unfavorable regulations, that's the thing. Because it could be, hey, we can't ignore this anymore. We need to ban it. Fuck, that sucks. That would fucking suck. That would suck right there. You should have just ignored us. Leave us alone then. But I doubt it'll go. I doubt it'll go that way. The Philippines is they have a good economy. Their leader Duterte, he's a madman. He's a madman, right? He unleashed the right. He let his cops kill the drug addicts and drug dealers, right? So the cops have killed over 4,000 drug addicts and drug dealers in the past, what is it, like 4 years now? And so this guy Duterte, let me just tell a story because this guy's so funny. He hates drugs. He has a zero tolerance for drug dealers. Yeah, he told his cops, if you kill a drug dealer, I won't let you go to court. I'll drop the charges. But one of the funniest things this guy ever said was, he said to the mothers, Filipino mothers, he said, mothers, if your child is a drug addict, if you really love them, you must kill them. He told them that. He said, kill them if they're on drugs. And I will, because that would show that you really love them. Holy fuck. That's some, woo. Never heard a politician say some shit like that. But, okay, now let's get past that drug part. Because people are really angry at this guy. They're talking about bringing him up on charges, what do you call these? What do you call that? I don't remember what you call it, like crimes against humanity type thing or something like that. But anyways, enough about that. But so he's a wild man. But the thing about him is, the Filipino economy, boom, has skyrocketed since he's been around. Everyone always talks about the crazy drug thing he did, but he's actually turned the Filipino economy right around. I mean, it is booming. The Philippines is a hot spot right now in Asia. And say what you want about his hatred for drugs and drug use, but he's a market master. He turned that shit right around, man. Well, the Philippines is booming right now. Okay, so let's get back to, let's just stick with the markets. But that drug thing, it's so funny. Read about him. Duterte. 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 Yeah, he says the craziest shit, like when it comes to drugs. Yeah, he'll just tell you. Yeah, that's what he told the woman. He told the mothers. If you really love your children and they're on drugs, you'd kill them. Put them out of their misery like a rabid dog. That's what he told them. Okay, guys, enough. Let's get back to markets, though. Me and my buddies around here, we all talk about Duterte. Yeah, because he's just so unhinged. Like me and my friends, like we sit around, we talk politics and stuff. We're not stupid people. Like we don't sit around talking about, TV shows and movies and shit. Like, we talk about politics and markets and shit. And so he's one of the hot topics around here in my household. Just the unhinged shit he says. But he's a market master. He turned the whole Filipino economy around. So say what you will. Okay, guys. So look, the National Stock Exchange of the Philippines, the PSE, says cryptocurrency is an asset class that we cannot ignore anymore. The stock exchange further says cryptocurrency trading should be done at the PSE, given its infrastructure and investor protection safeguards. Bang! So like the thing with Germany, Yeah, make it legit. Regulate and legitimize it, right? Well, not legitimize it, but regulate it. All right, let's just move on. The Philippine Stock Exchange, the National Stock Exchange of the Philippines, is reportedly eyeing cryptocurrency trading. President and CEO Raymond Monzon said Friday. Oh, sorry. Trading. President and CEO Raymond Monzon said Friday that the PAC should be the exchange platform for crypto assets. See? But that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like, moving this crypto crap from these unlicensed, unregulated dog shit, bullshit exchanges to real fucking exchanges. The NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, the FTSE, the DAX, the PSE, right? To a real exchange, to the real thing, right? A real exchange, like the real exchanges, right? Making it national, right? Noting that the matter was discussed during a top management meeting 2 weeks ago, Monzo said it's an asset class that we cannot ignore anymore. He was quoted as saying, if there should be any exchange for cryptos, it should be done at the PSE. See, that's what they want to do. They want to make, or some countries, I mean, let's get realistic here. Some countries, they want to make it legitimate, right? Like in Switzerland, like in Germany, like, all right, you guys want this crypto shit? Okay. Bang. We're going to put it right on a regulated exchange. You're going to follow the rules and do everything and have at it, right? Which is safe for the consumer. Obviously, institutional investors can finally come and get your stuff because it's regulated. Like I've explained a gazillion times, a hedge fund is not allowed to put his client's money on some unregulated hunk of shit exchange, like BitMEX or Bitstamp or any of that kind of crap. And so, all right, well, let's let them put it on let's let them be able to get it from somewhere where it's legit, right? Where we have all the safeguards, we have all the bells and whistles, we have the cops on the beat, everyone's watching, right? People pull some shenanigans, all right, well, motherfuckers are going to go to jail, right? Which protects the consumer and makes the markets operate properly, right? Operate properly. The trend is your friend, stuff like that. But more important, we'll be able to have investor protection safeguards, especially with a product like crypto. Exactly. It's not that you don't want your people to have crypto, but you got to protect them because let's get real. When soccer mom and dad get rug pulled, well, they're going to blame you if you're the politician. You know what I mean? They blame the president. Yeah, it's your dumbass who went on that shit exchange, you fucking moron. Yeah, but you let me go on the exchange. You didn't protect me. Oh, I got to hold your fucking hand everywhere, you fucking idiot. So now you give them a regulated exchange to go on, and there you go. All right? So he explained that many people are attracted to cryptocurrencies because of the volatility. However, he warned that instant riches could be instant poverty too. Well, that's how markets work. The stock exchange chief further explained, like I'm a Forex trader. I have 50-to-1 leverage. It allows me to control 50 times more than the money I actually put in. Right? So I get to make 50 times more than what I would make. Yeah, but I also lose 50 times more than what I would lose, right? So you better know what you're fucking doing. But if you choose to do it, well, don't cry if you lose, you fucking idiot. Why'd you come here if you didn't know what you're up to? Yeah, if you didn't know how to trade the trend, well, what the fuck you doing here? Moron. So look, the stock exchange, I have no sympathy for people who put their money out there into stupid investments. Do your homework, do your research, learn how to do what you're doing, right? I have no sympathy. I don't like people getting cheated. If someone gets cheated out of their money, well, that's bullshit. But if you put your fucking hard-earned money into the goodie room, you come into the goodie room and you put your money in here and you lose, fuckstick, well, you chose the wrong shit, dog. You didn't trade right, homie. Your fault. I have zero sympathy. Okay, so anyways, though, the stock, but meaning because it's regulated, it's a fair playing field, right? Okay, anyways, though, the stock exchange chief explained, unfortunately, we're not in a position to do that now. Kasiwala Patayang rules from the regulator. What? Because we don't have rules yet, from the regulator. That was, I see. According to the publication. He additionally opined, we're waiting for the rules from the Securities and Exchange Commission on how crypto or digital assets trading will be governed. Aren't we all? So look, the Banco Central ng Filipinas, the Central Bank of the Philippines, has registered 17 crypto exchange services providers so far. The central bank established new guidelines for crypto asset services providers in January, after seeing accelerated growth in the use of cryptocurrencies in the past 3 years. It is high time that we broaden the scope of existing regulations in recognition of the evolving nature of this financial innovation and set out commensurate risk management expectations. Bang! The central bank wrote. So, that's it. That's looking favorable. That is looking favorable. All right? They're saying, look. Basically, bottom line is this. They're saying, look. Motherfuckers want the crypto. Let's give them the crypto. In a regulated manner. Safe, regulated manner, right? Which is what you should do for your citizens. You know, I mean, that's what you should do. Right? It's a beautiful thing. So, bang. All right, let's move on. Look, bang. What we got? Bam. Larry by the sea, bang. Bitcoin Kong. Wow. Larry by the sea, bang. Chepivizo for the Pascuyaki tribe. Look, VChain Master, bang. VChain Hodler, bang. VChain Killer, bang. Tool Master. Look, Chief. Love you, Chief. See you, Chief. Bang. Blockchain ahead. Is that what it says? Ahead. Exploring blockchain startups, decentralized internet, Web 3.0 innovation in cryptocurrencies. Mentor, advisor, and investor. Yes. Look, Larry by the sea with a bang. Philip C. Leonard. All right, Larry by the sea with a bang. Beautiful braleys, but not such a beautiful owner. All right, lady. Love you, lady. Bang. Sunny Bee, Spy Lady. Love you, lady. See you, lady. Bang. Banks, new brother. Love you, see brother. Bang. Where's everybody right here? Look. All the Mexicans right around these parts. Yeah, you got them now. Look, Andrew Chada. Look, listen up, every fucking stick. Andrew's telling you. Look, juice with the squeeze. The enforcer, Andrew Chada, love by the sea brother. Bang. Oh, this son of a bitch right here. Bang. 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 Got you wrong, guys. Got you, son of a bitch. Yes. Got you again. Look, love by the sea brother. Bang. I've used a lot of ammo on that guy right there. It's a lot of ammo. All right. Edwin Koval, one of the originals, maybe the original. Look, love by the sea brother. Bang. Abundantly me, love by the sea brother, and the kid. Bang. Well, you already got one, Biniam. Anyway, bang. You already got one because you did the Biniam thing. Grudgeable, love by the sea brother. Bang. Roy Stoke, love by the sea brother. Bang, with a nice portfolio. Radster, 1975. Ah. Yes. The Czech Republic thing. Radster, holding down the insurgency in Northern Europe. Eastern Europe. Love by the sea brother. Bang. Yes. Yesterday was a little disappointing. But look, get him next time. Bang. Universal Misanthrope. Holding down the Central European insurgency. Look. Yes. Love by the sea brother. Bang. We got sleeper cells everywhere. Look. Daggone right. Rahul. Followed me. Share market. All right, brother. Love by the sea brother. Bang. Whatever that's supposed to mean. To market. This guy keeps doing that. All right, that's enough. BitV Extra, love you by the sea with the bang. All right, let's get out of here. Bye. Let's get back to the Death Star. Yeah. So, look, we had a great show for you today. Yes. Naturally, it's the greatest show in the multiverse. So, yes. You know how that goes. So, look. First story, Ernst & Young. They unleashed the new protocol, actually. I thought they were just going to come out with it, but they've already unleashed it. A new protocol. What's the name of this shit called? Nightfall 3. Well, let me write that down here. I like to remember things. Nightfall 3. So they unleashed a new protocol. Whoops. Hold on, where are we here? Okay, bang. So we're here. So they unleashed a new protocol that's going to help the gas fees on Ethereum. I mean, like I told you, when I used to have my little company, I used to sell something called wheatgrass. Back in the days, it was like a superfood, and so I used to have clients. They'd buy wheatgrass from me, and then wheatgrass juicers. And anyway, so they did it. I had a point of sale device, and so they could either come in and swipe their card in my place, or they could just call me, and I would just put it in manually and then ship them the shit, the wheatgrass and the juicers. And but how my point of sale device worked was, when someone swiped their card, say it was 9 a.m, whatever, that actually didn't get sent to their bank or anything until later in the day. At the end of the day, so say I was open from 9 to 5, like every normal little place, and at 5 I would just send it in a batch, right? I would just send all my transactions for the day. It would be what's called a batch file, and then the processor would process them, to the different banks or whatever, and that would be that, and I'd get paid, later on, and so. So that's what Ernst & Young basically is kind of doing here, is they've got this level 2 protocol, and they're going to batch transactions first, verify them, batch them, verify them and do all that, the hard work first, then batch them, then just send them to the level 1 protocol part, layer 1, not level 1, layer 1, to just get put into the blockchain as, what do you call that? For record keeping or whatever kind of thing like that. And so, and I've told you about Ernst & Young. Ernst & Young's top 4 auditor in the world. These are the kind of guys that when your banking system crashes, they're the guys who do the auditing. You know what I'm saying? Ernst & Young, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Deloitte, and KPMG. Right? Those are the top 4 of the world. And Ernst & Young, like I told you, they said that they're gonna tell all their clients to use Ethereum. Why? 3 words: no vendor lock-in. Nerds, little crypto nerds, they look at things from a nerd point of view. Well, CEOs look at things from a different angle, and their angle is, we don't have a vendor to deal with. Great. All I got to do is pay the gas, and I can get my tech nerds to build what I want for me on this thing. Great. And that's why it's superior. That's why Ethereum is never going anywhere. So all of you, an Ethereum killer. It's never going to happen, buddy. Ernst & Young's on the job, you fucking idiots. The Ethereum's never going anywhere, okay? I'll tell you that right now. And why would you want it to? Like, what's your obsession? Like, what's your thing? Bang! So for Ethereum hodlers, like me and you out there, bang! Ernst & Young's still on the job, still doing the stuff. And then the SEC is applying a double standard, says Hester Pierce, the crypto mom of the SEC. And so, I mean, I've been telling you this the whole time. I mean, they're making excuses. Well, Jay Cockblocker Clayton made a lot of excuses why there shouldn't be an ETF. Well, those excuses are null and void now. That's null and void now. We have fucking dozens of them. The Germans and the Swiss have unleashed dozens of them. The Canadians have them. A couple other places around the world. We went through it already. Brazil, Bahrain. And so, and there's no manipulation. So that can't be an excuse anymore, right? Back in 2018, sure. Because if you were the first one to do it and there was a manipulation, you'd look fucked up. You'd have egg on your face. You'd look pretty bad. But look, they're already out here, and so come on. Everything's kosher, everything's good. Let's get her done. And we got Big Brains Gensler, SEC chairman, who taught blockchain at MIT. Well, and plus he was a regulator before. He was the CFTC chairman before, so this ain't new to him. Like being the SEC chairman, all right, it's just another job for him. Right? Not like the fucking last guy, Jay Cockblocker Clayton, who was some sort of lawyer that Trump fucking scraped out of the bottom of a barrel and threw in there to do the job, right? Who probably didn't know what the fuck he was even doing. Well, I guarantee you he didn't know what he was doing, but like really didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like he was overwhelmed, you know what I mean? Like just not qualified, you know what I mean? Just he wasn't qualified. Now we've got a qualified, competent leadership, and so I'm cautiously optimistic. Well, I think we're gonna definitely get one before this guy's gone. We're gonna get one. It depends on when. This year, next year, year after. But we're gonna get one. But I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic about this year, personally. I mean. Like Hester Pierce says, we have evidence of other ETFs, other ETPs around the world, and nothing's going wrong. So let's get her done. All right, and then the next story. Oh, so bang, SEC. And so the next story, well, the Australian SEC says that ETF, a Bitcoin ETF, may satisfy the standards, and you saw that what the article said. Those Aussies are smart. They're looking around at other countries, and they're saying, well, there's no problem. All right? They do have a few concerns. The money laundering, but if it's FATF compliant, it shouldn't be a problem. They have concerns about the issuer, whoever's issuing the ETF, to make sure that it fits the use of an ETF, which you're the regulator. You either approve it or don't. And so that's good stuff coming out of Australia. And like I've been showing you, like now you see that these countries are talking about this stuff, right? 2 years ago, we never read about countries talking about ETFs or anything really. And that countries weren't talking about anything. Right now they're all, you don't want to be left behind. You just saw what the Germans did, and what Switzerland's been doing, what Canada's been doing. You don't want to be left behind, and so favorable stuff out of Switzerland. Australia. Sorry, Switzerland. Oh, Switzerland, I love you. But Australia. Okay, and then finally, but then we're gonna do the weekly wrap up. So we're gonna talk about what happened this week. All right. But first, let's end today's show. Not today's show, but let's do this story, and then we're going to do this thing. So the Philippine Stock Exchange eyes crypto trading, and they say it cannot be ignored anymore. And so, well, that's just obvious. Yeah, you can't ignore it anymore. I mean, it's this is it. It's here. It's this is the real deal, and it's happening. And so you either jump on board or just get fucking plowed over, fuckstick, you know what I mean? Or lose out, you know what I mean? There's no other nice way to say it. You know what I mean? You're either in or like they say in politics, I used to do medical marijuana activism. And they always say, you're either at the table or you're the one on the menu. And so, you know what I mean? You can either come to the table, step up to the table and get this crypto, or you're going to be the one on the menu. So, bang, that's an easy one right there. Okay, and so this week, now we're going to do a weekly, what happened this week, guys? All right, so now we're going to do a little recap. On Tuesday, remember, Fidelity and Standard Chartered, bang, they're going to offer Bitcoin, they're going to make a Bitcoin exchange. Bang, Fidelity. 21 Shares is going to offer a Bitcoin ETF. They applied for it here in America, and we'll see what happens there. And then the Deutsche Börse, bang, the actual German stock exchange is going to offer crypto custody. That was on Tuesday. So like I said, licensed, regulated custody. Then on Wednesday, NYDIG to offer Bitcoin to 650 U.S. banks. Bang! Well, so that the banks could offer, 650 U.S. banks can offer crypto to their clients. Bang! And then the Mexican billionaire, remember, he's going to offer Bitcoin at his bank. And then, bang! Look! Soros Fund came. Oh, Soros is here. Soros is here. He's not here. He's right there. Oh, shit. It's Soros. Yes. Soros has arrived. Daggone. I told you before, I thought that this crypto thing would be a little bit beneath kind of his status. But look. Where there's money, Soros funds come sniffing around. And look. Bang! And then we read about Chile's onboards that not only a Turkish soccer club, 6 soccer clubs, but they onboarded the soccer federation or whatever, right? So the whole league, I guess, or something. All right. And then the German law, allows all their fund masters to come get the crypto now. Bang! A German law. Not just a regulation, but this is in law. This is now the law of the land. The Germans. Bang! And then we read yesterday, San Marino is using VeChain for its vaccination. So, bang, VeChain, another use case. Another revenue-generating product. Bang, VeChain hodlers. Right, and then that thing about America being the most crypto-ready nation. And then yesterday we read about South Africa is fast-tracking crypto regulations, fast-tracking crypto regs. South Africa being the largest economy in Africa. Bang. And then today, the Ernst & Young, the SEC, blah, blah, blah. We just did that. And so that was our week. What a week. What a fucking glorious week. Beautiful. We got the South Africans. We got the Germans. We got Soros. Oh, Mr. Soros. Yes. We got the Mexicans. We got the banksters, American banks being able to offer crypto. We got Fidelity and Standard Chartered actually offering fucking trading. I did not see Fidelity being in some sort of trading thing. And then we got the Deutsche Börse, the German stock exchange, actually offering custody. And then we got the stories today, Ernst & Young. Bye. Got that new Nightfall 3, new protocol, layer 2. Going to batch up the transactions and send them through. The Aussie SEC says that a Bitcoin ETF may satisfy their standards. We're going to look on that. And then the Philippine Stock Exchange said, look, we cannot ignore crypto anymore. So bang. Great year, great week, great times. Look. And on that note, let's chill it. Bang. Let's kill it. Bang. Let's get you back to your wives and lives. Bang. Look, subscribe below, press the bell. You get an automatic notification when I do the show. Greatest show on earth. Look, you've just witnessed the greatest show. Look. In the multiverse. Bang. Look, my name's Shomari Clarke. Love talking money. Bang. Love talking crypto. Bang. This is the favorite time of my day. And this has been such a beautiful week. All these countries coming on board. Right? Countries. Not just companies coming out with stuff, but whole countries unleashing their stock exchanges on us. Bang. It's a beautiful thing. And like I said, look, the master has arrived. Soros is here. Soros is here? Yes. Soros has arrived. Shit. Oh, yeah. And Soros is here. So, look, guys, I love you guys. Love talking money, love talking crypto. This is the favorite time of my day. Bye. So, I'll see y'all on Tuesday for another fun fact-filled day of crypto talk. Until then, bang, subscribe there. Bang, watch that video there, Greatest of the Multiverse. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I want you all to marinate on that goodness. The Germans, the Filipinos, the Aussies, they're all coming. And look, Soros is here. Soros has arrived. Yes. All right. Watch that video. Subscribe there. Watch that video. And I'll see you fucksticks next week. Bye. My name's Shomari Clarke. Watching our money. Always on duty. Oh, baby. Bye. Over and out.